What's going on out there?
I'm bobbing my head, if you had not noticed, to no goddamn music.
I think there was some music, but you can't hear it because of that big ass
No. It's because the party is still in my mind process.
Sometimes I find myself out there bobbing my head for no reason, but I can hear it. Even though there's nothing planned, I can hear it.
You don't need nobody else to hear it. You just got to be sure you hear it, baby. You just got to be sure you hear it, brother.
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 What's up, all my brothers and sisters?
Can y'all out there, can y'all hear us? Can you dig what we're talking about?
Can you dig what we're putting down?
Are we coming in loud and clear?
Are we coming in live and direct?
My soul brothers.
My soul sisters.
Everybody under the rainbow with all types of complexions.
And all types of erections. Brother.
Brother.
Sisters.
What's going on, y'all? Can you dig? What's the new year behold for the average Negro soul?
And maybe some of y'all are not Negroes.
Maybe some of y'all are Negroes at heart. After all, we all derive from one continent.
So they say.
I think it was called motherfucking Pangea or some shit. So we all soul brothers and sisters out there.
Somewhere. Let me get a quick roll call.
Give a roll call, my brother.
Let the toothpick do a roll call,
do a
baby.
Toothpick roll call.
Panda baby. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
Victor.
Brother.
Absurd TV.
Brother.
Tom Smith upstate.
The downstate.
And all the states in between.
Brother.
The own grown baby.
Hey, the on grown baby.
The at P.O.B.E.S.
Probes, baby.
The AKA the Mix Master.
The Mix Master is in full effect. Can you dig it?
The monkey brains himself.
Caromeo.
And your local neighbor next door, Jack.
Hey, Jack. What the feck?
And we got IIXORB. You know that name.
I don't know how to spell that shit. Nor do I know how to read. You know I only got a goddamn GED.
It's a good enough diploma. Good enough for you. Damn sure good enough for me.
So stop trying to force our hands in perfect grammar.
Synth Samurai, baby.
Synth Samurai with the synth renegades, baby.
Keith and Water Fada.
He got all the fried chicken, one that every brother could need, baby.
Davey the Hug Monster.
Hugs to you, my lady.
Steve Smith.
Steve Smith. What the hell, Steve Smith? Yeah, baby.
Eternian. 69.
Off in the Aussiest of Aussie lands.
We also got the man of the hour, Fat Dad.
Fat Dad. Simon Gray, bitch.
We got Cornish Wave music in
Cornish
this bitch.
Wave music, baby.
And we got that thin frame, but with a big game, Kent Spongelis.
Thin frame with the big game, baby.
Anybody else out there that we miss, we'll hit you on the flip.
Or anybody out there lurking in a gherkin.
Look here, man. This is the time y'all get to ask two jive-ass turkeys.
Ask us some questions.
Y'all get to ask some two fine jive-ass brothers some questions.
I'm going to play a little bit of this in the background. You're going to have to let me know how loud it is because I don't want to sacrifice the fro for headphones. You know what I'm saying?
As you can see, baby, we ain't sacrificed the hairdo.
So let me know if the music's too loud in the background, you dig? Well, shit, somebody let us know if the music's too loud in the background already, you dig?
Shit, I don't think they paying attention.
They don't give a fuck. It's the thing about you Monkey Islanders. You don't give a fuck.
Brother, as I was driving into the studio
He said
today-
there's music? Hold on.
Oh, brother.
Come on, Jack.
Brother.
Okay, y'all let me know when y'all can hear it. I just want it slightly in the background.
He said don't hear anything.
I hate to get the headphones on, but you know I don't like a dead background. Y'all let me know
See
when.
what these dudes
Okay,
talking about.
that's good. Yeah, that's good. Shit. Somebody say a little more.
Don't let them troll you. Don't let them troll you.
I just want it in the background, Chrome. Don't get crazy. All right, Samurai saying is good. Tone, good. Wife said is good. It's good.
Look, brother, I was driving in here today, brother.
Talk to me, brother.
All right, now outside right now, brother, it is snowing to be glowing.
I wish I could turn that damn camera around so you could see all that cocaine on the ground, but
We in a little mild blizzard here, and it looked like a addict's wet dream with all that
blow. That booger sugar.
that butter sugar, baby.
It's out there falling for free.
Now, I done risked life over limb to get here to the studio to talk to you brothers and sisters.
Huggy Bear ain't got shit on me, Mr. Spong. You dig?
Spongellis, don't make us put your ass in the corner. Although you are the thin frame with the big game.
With the big game. You dig it?
Yeah, so what we gonna do this hour is, hell, what we do every hour here on Monkey Live TV.
We're going to get into some monkey business, baby.
Man, we don't know what the hell it is we doing, nor do we care.
Now, look here. What y'all got going on for New Year's? You got any questions for us? Shoot a question out. We'll do our best to answer it. You did?
Maybe.
Maybe not. I tell you what we not gonna do.
What's that, my
We
brother?
ain't playing no goddamn music right now other than what you hear in the background. You
That's
dig it?
right, my brother. I could dig it.
Look at Colonel Sanders trying to put up the question mark. Cocaine?
Booger sugar, Colonel.
The kind you want to go outside and fall face forward and never get up.
The kind where you want to get out there and do some face angels.
The kind where you put a little bit on the tip of your mushroom helmet and you go all night, baby.
Just to get a little bit of numb-dumb on that damn helmet.
We got a question.
Shit, shoot that question.
What was your favorite black velvet painting? Wait, hold on. What's your favorite black velvet painting look like? That's from Jack. First off, Jack, the fuck is a black velvet painting?
I'm trying to figure that shit out.
Don't have me trying to Google up some shit in this bitch.
You know-
I ain't got the editor in here.
You know it's just two of us. Can somebody tell us what the hell it is Jack is talking about? Black velvet paintings?
Now look, I don't want some of y'all to be confused. My mama's white, okay? My daddy's black. I know more of the white side than the black side, so don't let the Afro fool you motherfuckers, okay?
Shit, I think you done told a little too much, baby.
I probably divulged a little too much. Now look, y'all asked some legitimate questions. I felt like that was a setup.
I felt like that was exposing our weaknesses.
I was born in 78. That don't mean I understood what the 70s was about.
Amen.
Shit, I didn't get a comprehension on life till 88.
Shit, I didn't get a comprehension on life till a couple of months ago.
Now serve out another goddamn question. Stop fucking around with us. Got time for that shit? Favorite black velvet painting from the 70s. Now I gotta look that shit up.
God damn it, Chrome. If we telling you we ain't never saw no black velvet painting, brothers and sisters, then we ain't never seen it.
What's up, Hans Bo?
What's up, HV?
Say, brother.
Say, brother.
I ever tell you I knew a nigga named Hans Vogt?
Yes, I did. Or matter of fact, yes, you did.
Solid.
I ever tell you that I might know a brother who know a brother that knows Hans Vogt?
Shit, I think I know a brother that know Hans Vogt.
What else we got coming in? If you ever lived near a U.S. military post, you know what a black velvet painting is. Well, guess what, monkey brains? We ain't never lived near no goddamn military post.
Tell that motherfucker.
We live near to the nearest goddamn liquor store where you can get a 40 ounce of Freedom.
And some Mad Dog 2020.
Or you can go around behind the alley and get maybe sucked off by a desperate crackhead.
Blue flavored Mad Dog 2020. And a Black and Mild Nelka.
Never lived next to no military post. Lived next to the LAPD where they would bop you upside your black ass head just for walking outside. I live next to that.
Y'all know about the Mad Dog 2020.
Shit, Hans Vogt said he liked King Cobra.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little King Cobra.
You ever go outside with one of those white candy dipstick packs where you dip the white stick in nothing but sugar? Take your ass outside, skip down the goddamn street and act a fool?
Act a goddamn fool.
What you know about that? What you know about the ice cream truck coming down your block with bars on the window because he was probably getting robbed 24/7? You ever grow up next to something like that?
Ohm said he got just enough desperate crackheads in the area.
Ohm is on one right now.
Y'all ever grow up in a neighborhood with crackheads?
Y'all ever grow up in a neighborhood where you can get any item you wanted from a crackhead was like your local Walmart. They was doing deliveries before deliveries was happening. If you wanted a car radio, hit up a crackhead. He go get you one.
Crackhead find you one brand new out of somebody else's shit? Promise you. You ever? Okay, look.
You want a cheeseburger? Tell a crackhead. Tell him you give him $2 of crack if he came back with your cheeseburger.
Let me tell you this.
It was the fastest delivery known to man in the 80s.
Crackheads was the first Amazon company.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
They may not look professional,
but goddamn it, they got the job done.
Often within the hour in which you ordered your said product. Now let me tell you a story. See, a lot of y'all think we was just, regular mixed babies out there doing regular mixed baby things.
Well, we wasn't, goddamn.
We wasn't. We was involved in the streets. And if you think I'm lying, I got people to prove it. But I lived in Long Beach.
We lived in Long Beach, you black Q-tipped head ass fool.
We lived in Long Beach in an area called the Wrigley's. It's where the blue collar met the white collar. And on the Wrigley's, you had two bad motherfuckers that looked just alike and everybody was afraid of them. We was young, dumb, and full of cum, baby.
With no release, all retention.
Nowhere to shoot that shit, just nut off anywhere. I happened to find myself in, let's just say, good company of a taser back in the days.
I don't think we should be incriminating ourselves, my brother.
And, well, maybe there's another way I could put the story then.
Yeah.
I heard a story from my brother. He had a taser and a crackhead came walking down his block unannounced. Crackheads need to announce themselves before they walk down your block. or shit can pop off. And this crackhead walked down our block, and the guy said he took his said taser, followed him around the other block, and tased the shit out of him.
For no apparent reason at all.
For no reason at all. And the response from the crackhead was this.
As he was being tased.
Goddamn, bruh.
That's what he replied as he was being tased.
And he dropped to the ground.
Unwillingly.
Now that's the story I was told. I may or may not have witnessed said story, but I was told the story. That's what happens to crackheads.
On a random.
On random.
We got a quick ass question. We're gonna call these quick ass questions. That's the new thing. If you got a quick ass question, put QAQ down there in the comment sections. Samurai says, Hennessy or Wild Turkey or Molson Canadian. Ooh. Now, you know me being the brother that I am, there's no comparison to the Hennessy, baby. I would be betraying. I would be known as traitorous if I did not say that the Hennessy was the place and the drink to be.
I'm going with Wild Turkey. Fuck all that.
That's only because you got the tongue for it now, baby, because you a bourbon man.
Back then, the hard liquor for us was Night Train
and Mad Dog Twinkie.
You dig? But right now, I'm definitely going with the Wild Turkey. I have developed such said palate. So that Wild Turkey is amazing. Actually, I'd probably go with the rare breed. Look it up.
Yes. Chrome has a quick ass question.
Shoot it.
Shaken or stirred?
Shaken or stirred? I'm gonna shake it off.
I tell you what, if you shaking and you stirring mine, we doing just fine. Yeah, baby. Shit. Who else got?
Kent Spong says, how long is Long Beach?
Shit. I don't rectifiably know.
Well, when you a hoodlum, you don't understand the concept of county lines and borders, so Long Beach is a long bitch, and it's long as fuck.
How's that? How does that reach your
how does that
parameters?
How does that sound?
It's Long Beach was as long as you wanted it to be. I'll tell you one thing.
Tone Smith says, where can I get a t-shirt? That's a good goddamn question. And let me tell y'all something about some motherfucking apparel and merch in this motherfucker.
We're gonna go out there, we're gonna find us a crackhead, and we're gonna make some apparel, okay? And we're gonna get a crackhead, he gonna run that shit to your house and drop it off.
That's not what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay.
Now let me talk on this shit.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead, brother.
If y'all gonna be out there throwing out, where can I get a shirt?
And you motherfuckers don't buy where I can get a shirt?
That's what I'm talking about.
You're making us look like the fool because we wasting our hard-earned brotherly cash on you motherfuckers who ain't gonna purchase shit.
So if you want merchandise, you're gonna have to drop a deposit. I see this shit happen in too many other channels.
Yeah.
And I so desperately want to name the channel where I see this shit happen a lot. And don't a motherfucker buy a shirt. You're not gonna play me for the sucker fool. You want a shirt? You want some merch from Monkey Island? Drop down something. Drop down some ducats before we fuck it.
Eternian says, he got a quick ass. Eternian, goddammit, we said QAQ. Follow the motherfucking guidelines, you ousted son of a bitch.
QAQ, motherfucker.
Anyways, his question is,
shoot it.
Is hood life more entertaining? That's a very good motherfucking question.
That's a good question, Eternian. Hood life is a life of unpredictabilities.
And when you have a life filled with unpredictabilities, well, hell, anything is possible. I once seen a crackhead in LA run a complete circle while the LAPD was chasing his ass. The officers gave up before he did, and the crackhead would say shit like, "What's the matter, pig? Crackhead got your tongue?" And then run off.
You used to be a pig, you dig? I don't know why I said that.
Stop bringing up unnecessary goddamn facts, brother.
Well, I'm just saying, brother, you used to be a pig, you dig?
Sometimes you would walk out into the hood and somebody was being robbed.
What's up?
And you did nothing to help them because you knew you didn't want to be a part of that victim situation. So what would you do? You would sit there and watch and laugh because you were entertained by somebody else's misery.
Hood life was a dangerous life. You had to be hard. You couldn't be no half-stepper. If you was in, you was in. If you was out, you was out. Now, I could tell y'all a bunch of stories about what we went through as young gangsters. Criminals.
Man, stop bringing up that shit.
But it wouldn't do you no good, wouldn't do us no good, because the police would be at my door in a minute.
Quick question. I said, goddamn it, goddamn it, Jack. QAQ. Quick ass question. Some moderators put the goddamn, do your moderating goddamn shit, okay? The people are all confused. I got 4 Qs, I got 2 Qs, I got 1 Q. On wants to know, is this the LSD-induced episode that was discussed? Hell no, it's not.
It could be, it could not be. I will not disclose that information.
Hell no.
On live TV.
Stop trying to incriminate us.
For all y'all trying to set us up, fuck y'all. That's wrong. It's cold-blooded of you.
Jack got a quick-ass question.
Shoot the question, Jack.
What do you call cheese that isn't yours? I don't know, the government's?
Goddamn, my shit. That was you was on that pretty quick, brother.
What do you call cheese that ain't yours? Nacho cheese? Some old smart-ass Jack shit?
That's what he said, too. Nacho cheese.
Yeah.
True or false? I want y'all to grasp something. True or false? We came close to beating Tiger Woods up in the Del Amo Mall in California in the city of Torrance.
True or false?
True or false? Inside of a Buster Brown shoe store. True or false?
We'll give you time to marinate on that.
The Machines won. What's up, my baby brother?
Brat. Okay, now look, okay? The editor has politely put the rules of engagement for your questions. Make sure you put quick ass question in front of your question. Buster Brown's. Wow, that's what Jack said. Jack sounds as if we took him back down memory lane.
Okay, look. Now this I can say because no crime was committed. In 1998.
97. It could have been 98.
It could have been 97 too. But in 1998 or 97, we was in the mall with a couple of our friends. This mall was called
the Del Amo Fashion Mall in the city of Torrance, California.
And as we were walking through the mall,
minding everybody's motherfucking business,
because we're young thugs and we ain't got no money, we just roaming the mall.
Looking for a come up.
Looking for a suspect.
A sucker.
And lo and behold, in the Buster Browns, right next to the Cinnabon, I see a quirky ass motherfucker staring at me.
Real nerdy ass dude who got an eye problem.
And back then I had a chip on my shoulder and a gun in my waist, baby, and you didn't want to fuck with me.
You had a gun in your waist, brother?
I probably did. And he kept staring at me. And me being me at the time, I couldn't let it go. So I said to one of my buddies, I said, Yo, Dollar, follow me over here to the Buster Brown. This motherfucker eyes is broken. And I walked into this young lad's face and I said, what the fuck you looking at? He put his eyes down to the ground as I clenched on my waist. I was a wild thing back then, y'all.
He was too hot to handle and he was too cold to hold, baby.
And he started to simp out. He wouldn't look at me no more. That's when I knew I encountered the bitch ass nigga.
Now, let's be honest. If somebody holds their waistband, which appears to be the silhouette or the outline of some sort of gat, I think I would too have second thoughts of creating some unnecessary static, as you will.
So he just stood there. He didn't say much else anymore, and he kindly averted his eyes elsewhere for the remainder of my Delamo Mall tour.
Of our non-shopping experience.
That was the first time I encountered T. Woods. You may say, oh,
that's a hell of a story.
That's a hell of a story. It must be false. I'm not gonna say if it's true or false.
But it's a story.
But it's a story, and it's the first time I encountered this motherfucker. So you may think to yourself, trust my monkeys. You encountered this dude again for the second time?
Yes, he did. What's up, George G's? Pay attention, baby. You're late.
Not a lot of people know this story, but yes, I encountered Mr. T. Woods for the second time in my life. This is a factual false story here. Let's fast forward to the next time I seen this young brother.
Wait, did you hear what Buddha Brown said, baby? This is an actual false factual story, goddammit. Pay attention.
You hear what I'm saying? So the second time I ran into Mr. T. Woods, I had changed my life around, you see? I didn't have a coming to Jesus moment, no. But I did have one of them moments where your mama gave you some ultimatums. And those ultimatums was, you can't live with me no more. So either you go the medical route or you taking your ass to the military. But y'all can't live with me no more because you're wild. And I'm a single parent.
And I'm not dealing with you two black ass heathens.
No more. That's exactly how she said it. Scared the shit out of us. And I see what crackheads look like, y'all. They live on the streets. They shit their pants.
They don't dress that cool.
Their big toe is full of fungus.
And they compromise all their goddamn dignity.
And I couldn't live like that. That was not gonna be my life. It just wasn't. So we went the medical route. At the age of 22.
It could have been 21.
It could have been 21. Look, nigga, it's fine. It was 22. And we started driving around in ambulances and answering 911 calls. And boy, was that a motherfucking eye opener.
And talk about a 180.
Complete 180.
How you go from goddamn stick-up kids to goddamn first responders?
Because your mama scared the shit out of you.
Because your mama scared the shit out of your grown wannabe gangster punk ass.
Not to mention, we saw our best friend pass away, and that shit was horrible.
And you didn't want to look at it again.
He died in them streets, and I was not gonna die in them streets. I was not gonna be arrested. Although there's another story about being arrested and having said firearm inside the 7-Eleven. But that's for a different day. That's an actual false fact too.
God damn, boy, you all kind of,
so
you full of all kind of goddamn lock me up surprises.
Nigga, let me finish.
Go on, brother.
So fast forward, we're answering phone calls for 911 as medics, doing our internship in LA City, where the real shit go down.
Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Where the crackheads original skin was bulletproof, baby. It will bend a hypodermic needle and curl it up into a goddamn soft ball point. Where the Narcan ran plenty, but the crackhead feet ran plenty fast.
Brother, can I get this story done, brother? City of Compton.
Go ahead, brother.
South Los Angeles.
I said where the needles ran to a ball point and where the crackhead's feet ran faster.
The land of the wild. Anyhow, 10 years into my career, I happened to take a inter-facility transfer out of Newport Beach. And in Newport Beach, California, there's a hospital called Hoag Hospital.
That's over there in, well, he said, Newport Beach. It's this white side of town where a lot of white Caucasian people hang out. Where you're liable to get a couple mushrooms dropped off in your soup for free.
Let me finish the goddamn story. Look at that.
Go ahead, brother.
So I get a phone call out of Hoag. Me and my partner go down. It's a inter-facility transfer and a critical care transport at that. So we got the nurse on board. We got myself. We got Bubbo, who was my partner for 10 years plus. Damn good partner.
Damn good person.
Did I mention we used to do graffiti too? That's a different story. But as we go to pick up this patient in Hoag Hospital, we had to wait by the wall of the x-ray department because the patient was getting a final x-ray scan to be transferred to a different facility. You dig?
I dig it, baby.
So as we're sitting there getting our machines ready, getting our leads ready, getting ready to read off them PTSRQs, baby.
Go on, talk to him, brother. That's that fancy medical jargon, baby.
Out comes the patient's son. And guess who it was? That's right, motherfuckers.
It was Tiger the motherfucking Black Ass Woods.
It was Tiger Woods. And I said to my partner, I said, Bob, is that Tiger Woods? He says, I'm gonna do my best Bob impersonation.
Go ahead, let me see it.
Ciao, buddy. Now there was roughly 2 minutes, Tiger Woods and I locked eyes together. And one would be remiss to say, I knew he recognized me and I had recognized him.
Oh, baby.
It was almost as if we were transported back in time
to the Delamo Fashion Mall in California.
1997, 1998-ish. And I could tell that he recognized me. And he could tell that I recognized him. And then there was a brief moment of silence. As he looked at me in this blue uniform with a badge on my chest, some shiny ass boots. And he must have said to himself,
there's no way that could be that nigga that tried to rob me.
God damn, yeah, I think that's what he said.
Or he said to himself, that motherfucker robs people on his off time.
It must be him. So who would you imagine to say the first word? Well, it wasn't me. I had to be professional. He said the first word. He said,
what'd he say to you, brother?
Hey, how you doing? I go, how you doing, Mr. Woods?
Just like that.
Just like that. He goes, I'm doing fine. I think you're transporting my father to a different facility. And I go, yes, sir, Mr. Woods, I am definitely doing that for you today. Will you be traveling with us, or do you have your own vehicle? If so, we have a lovely mod outside. Brand new. You could sit in the captain's chair and I could show you around. That's roughly how the conversation went.
Why did your goddamn dialogue and all your blackness change, brother?
Because I was being professional.
So being professional means you gotta talk like you white and got a fucking education?
Well, you gotta sound educated, motherfucker. Long story short, we transport said father to said facility, dropped him off with the utmost respect. Saw him one last time before we left the facility, and he looked at me and I looked at him. And we had this silent agreement. He was who he was 10, 12 years ago. And I was who I was 10, 12 years ago. And things could have taken a very shitty route for the both of us.
I mean, more shitty for us than him, but shitty nonetheless.
So when you ask about what the hood life is like, that's the hood life. It's full of choices and decisions
And ups
and downs.
and all the rounds. Kind of like upstate, downstate.
Now, you could choose to believe this story.
Or you could choose to say it was just a ruse.
It's just a ruse. I spent all this time fibbing. Small world. Almost as if the universe wanted me to course correct and make something good with my life. And make it good for that man. Maybe he was struggling with something mentally from all those years ago. Maybe I fucked his mind up. Maybe I was the real brother that stood in front of him and
he said to himself, gangbanging or being the stick-up kid just ain't for me.
because he looked like he wanted to be tough.
But when he got hit up by the real deal, he turned into a powder puff.
Moral of the story is, you impact people different. You can't live in regrets in this motherfucker. You are who you are, and you teach people without even knowing you teaching motherfuckers.
Like Studio 8 Effects was saying earlier, he had to take his ass to the military just to straighten his crazy, wild and out ass out. No telling what direction he would have went down if he had not joined them there armed forces.
Says Tiger Woods
would be cooler if he embraced his blackness.
He would.
He would.
So you bring up something interesting,
That's why the black delegation never wanted that motherfucker. Look at Chappelle was trying to tell you. Tiger Woods wasn't good enough for the black delegation. I mean, every woman he ever dated was a blonde snow bunny. And right now, looking outside this window, I can tell you, if he was here right now, he'd be grabbing them skis.
I don't know why Tiger Woods came out with that statement and said, I'm not black.
Tone said he was a good golfer, though. Yes, he was.
Great golfer. Thanks to me.
Straighten his ass right on out.
Straighten him out. I could have pistol whipped his face and took his Buster Brown shoes and put them on my damn self, even if they didn't fit.
Goddamn, Hans Vogt come up with a change of direction. This wild motherfucker just said, I was square my whole life, so I decided to join a gang in my 40s. It's working out great.
And if y'all don't know Hans Vogt, that nigga's dead serious. I really believe he's in the gang, and it's working out great for him.
It probably has a gang 401k, which is probably hood money for however many niggas you robbed. They would have a trust fund for it, and when you decided to retire, they would go to the nigga bank, open the nigga safe, and give you what you would niggly do.
Damn, I love that. That's I want to be a part of this nigga union.
He probably gets treated more than most niggas out there that we know right now.
I don't know why Tiger Woods would come out and say, I'm not black. What advantage do you think you have as a person when you say you're not the race you were born as? I mean, let's talk about that. Thanks, Ohm.
Wait, Tiger Woods openly admitted that he was not black? Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I heard on the television.
Can someone verify these factual comments by said Mr. Woods before we go all in on this motherfucker?
Chuck said, a 9-iron. Bang, bang.
Goddamn Fat Daddy said he had to join the origami club to sort his shit out.
It's
He
hard.
had to make paper goddamn figurines to sort his shit out.
Try to stay in character. Goddamn, Simon, you can't break us out of character.
Control yourself, brother.
Hans Vogt said, we the Southside AARP gang.
Yeah. Where we go and have dinner at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for 60% off.
At Bob Evans.
At your local goddamn Cracker Barrel.
At your local Denny's. Now, I don't know what possessed a person to go on live TV and say I'm not black, or if there's a white person out there question I'm not white. Why do people not like the color of their skin? Where have we gone wrong?
Uncle Chrome says we need to join the badass motherfucker pickleball players.
Hans Vogt said he run pockets at brunch, baby.
Ooh, boy.
And then take them naps real quick. Tone Smith. I don't like when people say that type of thing. They are both denying who they are, talking shit on those people, and admittingly they are bothered by some shit that isn't a thing.
Amen, Tone Smith.
Well, this is where you're wrong, Tone Smith.
I say amen, Tone Smith.
I don't care. This is where he's wrong.
Go ahead, give it to him.
Where would life be without racism? Where would life be where people admittedly deny their race? We need racism in the world in some form or fashion. We need people to say, I don't identify as what I was born as. We need this.
What's up, Tactical Mitty?
What's up, Tactical?
What's up, Willie?
Now go ahead and ask me why we need this.
Why do we need this?
Because if we didn't have this, we wouldn't have freedoms. We wouldn't have freedom to speak or freedom to believe. We'd be looking like we'd be on an episode of Pluribus. And if you don't know, you don't know. I encourage you. If you believe in something, speak your mind on it. If you think you're not white and you know damn well you white, believe it.
Do we know that is a factual statement that Tiger Woods denied his very essence?
He denied his very essence.
Do we know if Michael Jackson denied his very essence?
Vitiligo denied his very essence.
But sometimes I think he didn't want them big old nigga nose and big nigga lips, and that's why he transformed on us.
Nah, I reject that shit. You are your actions.
That's right, Tone. You tell him, baby.
You know what, Tone? I identify as President Ronald Reagan.
Now what you gonna do about it?
Now what you gonna do about it?
I think that's crazy as hell, but hell, the man's got a point. You got people out here running around talking that they're furries in school, lapping up milk out of a goddamn milk bowl at lunchtime. talking about meow as they go to their next English class, which they begin to speak doggy jargon.
You got teachers out there who are afraid to correct kids' grammar
because they might get stabbed in the ass going to their car.
No, not even that.
Whoa.
Because
it gets worse?
Because it's belittling.
Oh, it's belittling.
Feast your mind on that. You got teachers out there who are afraid to correct kids because it undermines them. Y'all hear what I'm saying? How many of you have seen Pluribus? If you haven't, I won't spoil it, but let me tell you something. Imagine a world where we are all one unit, one hive mind, and there's no negativity in the world whatsoever. It's a fucked up thing to do, or is it where we should be? Now imagine no personality. Imagine no self-identity. But everyone gets along and everyone does for the good ability of the civilization of the civil man. It's fucked up.
Double bass, you random as hell. You done gave out all that menu item action on that food, and now you asking what's the carry law in Indiana? I think it's open carry. You can have a concealed weapon if you're licensed to the state. But don't go get no funny ideas.
Reconsider It says, boo, hive mind, I hate it already. Mixed Master, yeah, it was cool. Hive mind.
Constitutional. What's up, Thomas Yan?
He said he thinks Tintin is considered racist.
Tintin.
But the story is of a globetrotter, living adventures, making friends and enemies all around the world. Well, shit, it sounds like that's life to me, Thomas.
Tintin. Who the hell is Tintin, bruh?
Who thinks we need to have racism abolished? I bet you half of y'all out there is racist and don't even know it.
Against something or other. You're racist against something or another. You're racist against people who are racist. Tell me you're not. Some of you are racist against people who eat too goddamn much.
Who would like to live next door to my black ass?
Some of you are racists out there who don't even want to live next door to this black ass dude.
Be honest with yourself. Who want to live next door to me?
Buddha Brown.
Buddha Brown, baby.
And Toothpick.
Who want to live in the ghetto next to a bunch of thieving, conniving black people? Who wants to do that?
Or live in a white ghetto, or as they say, a trailer park full of white trash, dirty motherfuckers.
Or live in a nasty ass borough with
nasty, dirty ass Mexicans.
Or live in the slums of the Bronx with a bunch of nasty Italians.
Who wants to do that?
Who want to do that? If you don't want to do that, you might be racist.
Because that's how a racist mind thinks.
You might even be one of them there profilers.
Thinking that when you out there profiling, they don't meet your constitutional norm.
You don't think you racist? Go move your bitch ass and go buy yourself a nice cheap home in the ghetto. See what happens to your mind state. Like I said, I think some of y'all racists don't even know it.
Who's this? Upright said he got jumped. Where'd you get jumped? He got jumped for being white at a bus station.
Downtown.
That sounds like some racist shit. What's Jack saying? Boo the brown and the toothpick. It's a crazy world out there, is what we saying. It's 2025 and we still got racism alive and well.
What up, brother?
Think about that.
What's up, Rabbit?
What's up, Rabbit?
That's what I'm saying. We need racism. If we don't have racism, Thomas Young don't get his ass whooped. That ass whoop probably taught him, or who was it?
It was Upright.
Upright. If we don't have racism, Upright don't get his ass whooped. That ass whoop might have taught Upright something important in his life.
I don't know what
Don't take your ass to a bus stop where some motherfuckers will look at you because you white and whoop your ass.
But that means you can't go nowhere. Look, I don't know what this dude's talking about, but we don't condone racism here. You better knock that shit off.
I'm not saying I condone it. I said we need it.
No, nigga, that's the same as condoning it.
It's not. We need it. Everything we do as humans teaches us something. We can't just start deleting shit. It makes no sense.
You're making it seem like as the human species, my brother, we can never have no wrong. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Hansvo says, racism is great. I love F1.
Shit.
Can't stand NASCAR. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I do like a good country fried chicken steak, but I do not like a country fried beef steak.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm racist against beef because I'm black and I love chicken. Does it make me racist? How many of y'all like your chow mein noodles thin versus them thick orange shits?
Space Capsule 1. Is that the feeling of superiority?
Or it must be the feeling of superiority
that some people just need for some reason or another?
Damn.
I don't know if he said it like that, but
that's what it sounds like to me, brother. Some of y'all just feel like...
Who wants to feel inferior?
Yeah, who wants to go around feeling inferior? Some people got a chip on their shoulders where they need to be superior. And so in order for them to be superior, they go around carrying that hate shoulder backpack. And they go rucking around with that goddamn racist backpack on them city streets because they gotta feel important. I think Capsule is on to some shit.
Trader to the Living says, Pollo all day, baby. I love the outsider.
Yeah, I think, see? Trader just as equally as racist as I am when it comes to that chicken over beef.
Now, I don't know if racism is truly needed, but I do know this. A lot of us don't want to be around certain people. And that's a wide range of things to look at, my brothers.
A wide range of things to look at. Because we all have our preferences. And we'll all have an opinion against someone due to our preferences.
Crazy Rabbit don't like people going in dry, nor himself. It has to be wet.
I mean, that's beneficial for both parties.
I mean, but that's racist. What about the people that likes it dry, Rabbit, that you don't like? You don't like them people.
Studio A says, why not both?
Why not both?
How come you can't do wet, dry, or chicken and beef?
Let me ask y'all another question. If you got a white man and a black woman, and the baby comes out mixed but looks black,
what do you consider that baby, white or black?
What does the baby default to?
He don't default to white. I'm gonna rule it out there right now. He black. And that's the way the automatic mind works here.
Non-pragmatic. Y'all sit there and y'all think about that shit.
How come they can't be 50-50, or how come they can't identify as white? Why does it always have to revert to as black? When my brother and I go to a store, we tell a motherfucker, hey, my mama's white, my daddy's black. I know I look like I'm more black than white, but why do you default me already to one side of the motherfucking spectrum when I claim both, bitch?
Let me put it like this. You got an Asian man and a white woman.
Come on with it.
White power.
What?
What does the baby default to? It don't default to white.
It's Asian. Almost instantaneous.
Baby is Asian. I don't think y'all see where we're going with this shit.
And maybe some of you do.
It takes a real sound mind to answer that question.
Hans Vo said he called him a ninja.
He called him a ninja. And for the longest, the babies always defaulted non-white. You want to know why? Let me tell you why. Because in order to be considered white, you must be pure white.
Rabbit says, what happens when an alien and a human get it on? Wet or dry?
What color is the human?
What does the baby identify as?
What color is the human?
I think the baby identifies as a wet and dry alien baby, mixed with a little bit of us.
Now, what color is the human? An alien with a black baby, an alien with a white baby, an alien with an Amazonian baby?
They would just say, if it's outside of the white paradigm, they would just say something like, oh, that's a mixed baby.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed. As long as it doesn't tamper with the purity of that Caucasus bloodline.
But that was one of the things that blew my mind when you had a mixed race, then automatically the baby was defaulted to the non-white species.
Trader says Rudy Ray Moore told me to put my weight on it. That's Dolomite, baby.
That's Dolomite, baby.
How many of y'all out there know who Dolomite is? And if you don't know, motherfucker, you better go find out.
What did tactical committee say?
He says, it's the color problem with the culture problem at the same time, so color determines your culture in prejudice. You goddamn right.
Damn, tactical. Why you gotta get all tactical?
That was technically deep what you just stated there, my brother.
Now here's the thing. Tactical. I'ma ask the question to you, motherfucker. What culture does Americans have?
Oh.
What's the American true culture?
Shit, anybody can answer that. I would like to know what people think about that.
What culture does the UK have? What's the true UK culture? What's the true Hispanic culture? The Vikings.
Chrome says,
the Canadians.
Chrome says no one culture. There's no one culture.
So Chrome says for the US, there's not one culture. Must be multiples.
We a melting pot.
Jack says rap. Rap is the culture.
That's it, bitch. Rap and breakdancing, bitch.
And graffiti. Ohm says multiculturalism is U.S. and U.K. culture. I would have to agree.
I would have to agree. I think Homegrown is smoking his own shit, and he's coming up here with these factual statements. That's a fact.
Tactical says culture comes from community and traditions of such. That, I mean, I can't argue with that, my brother.
Tactical Michael, get your ass up out of here with your smart ass 500 ass IQ.
Ain't nobody got time for
a motherfucker that's educated up in here.
For a smart motherfucking Hispanic coming up in here with smarty arts. I need you to dumb down that education, brother.
Just bring it down here a little bit to match the goddamn local norm.
You're starting to walk away from your culture. Answer me this. Because sometimes I have to go out and my brother, we have to go out and represent our business as professionals, and that means we have to talk to people with an educated vernacular. Why is it when we do this and black people hear us speak like this, not every black person, but most of the dumb niggas out there, when they hear us speak like this,
my brother,
we sellouts.
Yeah.
Why is it? Because we can speak a certain way and play certain instruments and be a part of a certain genre and be in the world of equestrian enlightenment.
Hunting and maybe some of us did a little bit of law enforcement, or maybe some of us did a little bit of paramedic isms, or why we gotta be the sellout?
Or maybe we raced a dirt bike or two through a fishing pole in the pond. Why do we gotta be sellouts? How come that means we not black enough?
You know what? Back when I was a police officer, let me tell y'all this. Back when I was a police officer and I was doing my job in the ghetto, so it may have been, and I was dealing with the, not the black variety of humans, I was dealing with some niggas. And I knew they was niggas because I was once a nigga.
Tell the truth.
And then I went to this said house for a cause of service. And it was in the desert at the time. And I'm taking a police report of some stolen goods.
Talk to us.
And the stolen goods was that of 2 pair of skis that was stolen from a home. Okay? Now, I found these pair of skis resting lined up against these individuals' homes. Now, being my police officer self and the investigatory of state that I was in,
yes, sir,
I knew these 2 niggas who I was dealing with didn't know nothing about skiing.
Not a goddamn thing.
But yet, when I confiscated the skis, these niggas called me a sellout. Meanwhile, the other one had a rap sheet for selling crack cocaine in his environment, in his community. So when I took the skis back and I arrested him on theft and his other friend for having a warrant for distributing said narcotics in his community, I then replied to them as, who's really the sellout? Me taking you 2 black ass niggas to jail? Or you 2 black ass niggas selling dope to your own people and robbing from other people in your community?
Yes, this house in streets
is a clear.
Food for thought. Somebody asked some crazy shit. I'm getting to the questions. Y'all hang the fuck on. Shit. Trader to the Living says, I was just on a local Shoshone res an hour ago. Yeah, them Shoshones don't play with the Arapahoes.
Yeah, they don't play well at all, especially in Wyoming.
Hurry up and get the fuck off the res. That'd be my advice to you. Next question. Let's see what we got here. Do you guys like Ice-T rap or Body Count?
Body Count was the shit.
That was the shit. It still is the shit.
Top Killer was my shit. And Ice-T was talking about in Cop Killer, just so y'all know, coming from a police officer such as myself,
the crooked cops,
them crooked motherfuckers that would violate your goddamn amendments.
Your fucking fourth especially. They always trying to run up in your pockets without your say-so. Know your Fourth Amendment if you live in the U.S.
He was talking about crooked ass racist police officers that needed to be dealt with. Yeah, killing them is kind of rough. It's kind of violent. You don't want to hear it. Get a bad taste in your mouth. But some of these fools out here need to be put in their place. I'm not saying go out there and do any bodily harm as far as it goes to the 187 murder, death, kill. Hell no. But I'm saying join up. You want to see change in law enforcement? Do what I did. Go get yourself a badge and go make it right with the world.
And infiltrate the police system if you want to make a change.
Or you can sit on the sideline and be a punk ass little bitty old bitch and not do nothing.
And for all you ghetto parents out there holding your Mexican and white babies and black babies and Asian babies back, just because you poor don't mean you need to teach them not to be something better, not to be a civil servant. Stop holding your kids back. Maybe they want to be police officers and firefighters and lawyers
doctors and liars.
do something better.
And be something better than your funky ass.
Stop getting the fucking EBT and holding your kids back. Change subjects.
No, you on a good one.
Hang on. Tone Smith says, LOL, why are these niggas dealing with skis in the desert?
That's brother. Listen, you ain't gotta be the smartest cop, but I know in the desert there ain't no snow in that motherfucker.
Brother, let me tell you why. Because in the high desert, you have two mountain ranges.
Mm-hmm.
You got the east and the west mountain ranges.
You got Big Bear and Wrightwood.
And within 30 minutes travel to either mountain range,
maybe 45 minutes,
you got great skiing.
You do.
And so maybe they was trying to creep on the come up, my brother.
But who are they gonna sell these skis to in the ghetto? It don't make no goddamn sense. It don't make no sense.
Somebody else got something to say. Hang on, let me look through this. Time is it? How long we got in this bitch? I better start asking some more questions.
I got about 20 minutes before I gotta get my black ass home and go make dinner for a white woman. No Afro, brother.
Thank you, brother. Pat my shit down.
God damn, baby. Let me ask y'all this real quick while y'all over there asking us questions. Let me ask y'all this. How come all these rich black motherfuckers out there don't want to go back to the hoods they came from and live amongst their community? You ever think about shit like that? They all this pro-black shit, but they live up there in them white neighborhoods and talk a big ass game about white people, but that's where they hide. I don't see Ice Cube or Denzel Washington or all these other niggas living in the hood next to they supposed quote-unquote peoples.
Brothers. They racist as hell.
Let's keep it real. The reason why they don't go back to the hood is because they know them niggas would take everything they got. Let's just keep it real. Then they would call my ass to go get their shit back.
And then they would call my ass to go pick them up off the streets once they filled themselves full of them
bullet holes and such.
Dark arts. VP says, we need sellouts though.
We do.
Need sellouts though.
We do, because this sellout was out on the street protecting your motherfucking rights.
Not only do we need sellouts, but we need sellouts that came from the streets, who understand them streets.
And who can put themselves in a political advantage in the hill is what they call it. They call it the hill.
And translate them streets.
And pass good laws and get a good diverse legislative body of people from them streets to make real change. Get all these old motherfuckers out of Congress and integrate them with young, youthful, open-minded Americans who can offer more better change than these old honkies that's up in now.
That old honky blood.
We gotta wait until all that shit die out so all the real good, wholesome, clean Americans can get up in there and make that good American change for us.
Shout out to old honky blood. Can you dig it?
Solid, baby.
I don't even know what the fuck it is we talking about, but damn it, we going on it. Tactical Committee says, oh, I know the culture where I'm from, but assimilate the culture of the community I live in.
Oh,
But I still know where I come from.
yeah, baby.
Will you get to know your community or impose your culture?
Oh my God. Who remembers when the police used to walk around on foot? Tactical Midi, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Things have changed, man. Let me tell you what I did. I would go through the ghetto because there was some cool-ass cops in the 80s, LAPD officers. They would come down our neighborhood with baseball cards and all kind of other shit. And I thought it was the coolest shit. So I took some of that old school flavor. And I had things on me like Pokemon cards and other little knickknacks and paddywhacks. And I would go to my community and I would try to not convince the black youth mind, but try to tell them, look, not every cop is out here bad. Not everybody out here is trying to violate you or thump you upside your head.
Not everybody, but most.
That you can get out of the ghetto, get your ass in this cop car and do for you, for what they ain't doing for us.
Can you dig?
Can you dig it, baby?
There's a question. What are you cooking for that white woman, Tone Smith said?
I don't know, something white like fucking Chef Boyardee or something and such.
Knowing damn well every white woman out there like Chef Boyardee.
Maybe I'll go home and make some chicken Alfredo, motherfucker, while you in my personal shit. And you keep my milk of magnesia out of this. She's done nothing wrong to you heathens.
Says, skis in the desert is better than desert sandals in the snow.
God damn.
God damn, that's the name of my next album.
What he said.
Twin Cities Oxygen says, I felt Norbit was an underrated Eddie Murphy movie. Thoughts?
I think so.
Norbit was cool as hell. Eddie Murphy is the biggest damn celebrity, genius, musician, financially responsible black person I ever admired as a celebrity. Eddie Murphy paid for so many funerals for people who didn't even have the money after their celebrity status was revoked. He buried a lot of people.
Yes, he did.
With his money.
Yes, he did. Go watch that goddamn documentary about Eddie Murphy.
I support everything
Hold on.
Eddie Murphy does.
Oh, well, shit. Everybody should. AKA Mixmaster got a quick ass question. Finally, somebody with the who's asking a question properly. If you got a quick ass question, put a QAQ or spell that shit out like Mixmaster did. That man is a man of patience. His question is, can you explain why violent crime is way down this year, especially murders, while 25.4 million people have purchased guns since 2020?
I'll tell you why. Because Trump been sending some people up in these hoods with guns that could fight back. Now, I ain't saying everything the orange-haired man does is right, because we all know he the biggest shill in the state or in multiple states. If you in California, he ain't even your president. But the orange-haired man sent the military in some of these ghettos, you see, and it just proved they ain't as bad as what they say they are. They only in the game of killing other brothers, you see. But when the mixed race of highly weaponized
military folk come in and such.
And they all kind of races in this gang, you see.
They all kind of races in that gang.
And they call you motherfucking bluff.
Now you got, and this is coming from people, look, do your homework. People in the hood have been coming on TV, on your YouTube, saying, I can go outside. People in the hood. Saying I can go outside and play and take my kid to the park because the military has come and shut these cowardly ass niggas down.
How many of you know about the story of Memphis
in Tennessee
in 2024? What do you know about the crime rate in Memphis in 2024?
Since the National Guard has been there, it's goddamn near nothing.
Because all them people who say they for the people, when they get approached by real Crime Stoppers, no one wanted to come out of the house because they cowards. Memphis was a beautiful place. Ask Elvis Presley. Well, I mean, that's when they was kind of hanging niggas, so maybe it wasn't that great. But look, it could be a beautiful place once again.
Homegrown got a quick ass question.
Hold on, you done skipped over Jack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. You got a quick ass question.
Jack said everybody moved to nicer towns. But I go back every now and then. So that's Jack staying involved with his roots. I call that keeping up with your ebonics.
Staying trendy, staying on top.
Staying relevant in this motherfucker. But don't get out of the car, Jack. Just drive through that shit. You don't want to stop and see that shit.
The war on drugs or a war on culture? It's a war on both. I'm trying to get you laid, my brother, is what Tone was saying about my milk and magnesia. Brother, I ain't got no problem in that department, baby. We got that quick-ass question from Mixmaster. Vagapoop said cottage cheese and raw carrots. That's exactly what white people eat. Ain't it like that goddamn hummus, man? Whatever strange-ass raisin.
Cottage cheese and raw carrots, hummus, and Sunny D, baby. That is a wholesome white meal.
Trader says my daddy was CHP in LA. Was a trip watching that show, seeing him pull on the bike, and the end of the day, shit. It was like John and Poncherella, baby.
Let me tell you something, Trader to the living. Growing up in the 80s in South LA, my brother and I had dreams, Trader. We wanted to be Ponch. We wanted to be, what was the white dude's name? Ponch and
John, motherfucker.
I wanted to be John.
I wanted to be Ponch.
And John was white as hell. Then we had this show called Emergency 5.
And One Adam 12.
And One Adam 12. And when I seen Emergency 5, I couldn't wait till they came out of that damn garage and them fire trucks and that squad to go help people. Yeah, everybody's blood pressure was, what was their blood pressure every time?
120 over 80.
120 over 80. I mean, it could be a goddamn triage and people missing limbs and their blood pressure is still 120 over 80. That was crazy. But I wanted to be that. And my dreams were crushed by my own people that I considered my friends. What you want to do that shit for? Sell out? You need to get in these streets and sell this WAP.
Before I forget this one, Twin Cities, TCO, baby. That baby said, am I a sellout if I choose, if I prefer Miracle Whip over mayonnaise? Looky here, baby, that Miracle Whip, it is, listen, baby, I love that Miracle Whip too, baby. I love the Miracle Whip, but like Studio 8 Effects would say, or why not both, baby?
VP said, I lived in Lincoln Heights in California for a few years.
Respect goes a long way in the hood. Yes,
now,
it do.
Now remind me, VP, is Lincoln Heights off the old 110? Are we over there by the old 110, brother? Or are we over there by Whittier some goddamn way? I think we over there probably by some Whittier, Hybrid.
Wait, and to touch on your Second Amendments real quick, my brother.
Jack said he wanted to be BA.
Hey,
I ain't getting on no plane, Hannibal.
To comment on your Second Amendments, us being who we are. This is just our opinion, and if you don't like our opinion, that is okay on Monkey Island. We love you either way. But if you don't have yourself some sort of, myself, I am a, let's just say, heckler and Kosh type of guy where that German blue steel be keeping it real, because I have a VP 9mm that I will carry. It was my old duty weapon, baby. Okay? I carry that motherfucker more faithfully than my goddamn Discover card. And that's got a zero balance, baby. If you don't have some sort of tool on your person, you might have something coming to you. See, United States is not a gun-free country. So if you're not playing by the rules or playing with the rules, be subject to your environment, baby.
It's the Wild West, baby.
It's the Wild West. And I tell you what, when I was policing out there in that goddamn lone country of Wyoming, crime, gun violence crime was rarely a thing. You wanna know why gun violence in Wyoming is rare, my brothers and sisters? It's because everybody in Wyoming has a motherfucking gun.
A pistola.
So you knew if you was going to somebody's house, chances are it was a brap.
A brap.
It was a rap. That's called respect.
Ask Hans Vogt if he gonna just let somebody come up in his house without having some protection. If you know you live in the U.S. of good old A, it behooves you to have yourself some protection, because in the U.S. of A, shit pops off, baby. It pops off. Whether you want it to or not, whether you a good soul or not, whether you liberal, whether you're conservative, whether you in between, you dig? Shit pops off. And don't nobody care what side of the fence you on when shit pops off. It comes down to protecting yourself. And that's unfortunate. It really is. But it is what it is.
Hey,
I got a saying.
Go
my
ahead
brother.
and say it. Go ahead and say it, my brother.
There's people out here that live in fantasy lands, that live in the land of, we don't need firearms, and we don't need drugs, and we don't need alcohol, and we don't need these crazy politicians. We don't need borders, and everyone should be treated equal, and everyone should just have. I mean, I'm kind of in favor for all that. But you know what?
That shit don't exist.
It don't exist. It's not real. So what you should be's and what your wants are is exactly that.
The should be's and your won'ts.
It's in your mind. But the real world is...
It's not that's what's in your mind.
You better have a goddamn Turkish Canik on you, maybe a H&K S&P 40. I don't know, maybe a 357 snub nose.
Because ain't nobody playing by the goddamn rules no more. This ain't 1950 where you can go out in the middle of them streets with your Converse on and duke it out with a nigga and it'll be okay by tomorrow. That ain't where we living nowadays, brothers and sisters.
We living in the age of
cowardice. People are cowards. Nobody wants to fight no more, Jack. Nobody wants to put them fists to cuffs and be good with it because they're cowards. And so the only way to defend yourself from cowards is at least have a fighting chance with that good old-fashioned German blue steel, baby, because you can't bring some knuckles to a gunfight. Not no more.
Okay, let's see what Marilyn said. Marilyn, hang on. Let me dig back in the crates to see what Marilyn said.
God damn it. My dew is going crazy, baby. It's sweating inside my sweat.
What's this difference between your penis and your paycheck? I think she meant to say, what's the difference between your penis and your paycheck? Why don't you go ahead and give us the answer to that, because I have no idea. While we wait.
She said they missed my joke because they yapping at the lips. God damn. You said you can.
Damn, she said your wife always blow your paycheck.
God damn. I said, God damn.
Your wife will always blow
your paycheck.
Shout out to my arms who have always been by my side.
An armed society is a polite society. I call that motherfucking respect. If you got a bazooka and I got a bazooka, don't nobody want to be pulling out bazookas, baby. It's a line of respect.
Trade it to the living. I remember when our parents would let us go outside, my brother, and they would say, be home when the street lights come on. How many of y'all remember that shit in your childhood? Those of you of age. Your parents didn't care. Be home when the street lights come on. If you didn't, your ass got waxed. Nowadays, with said some political actors out there letting in a bunch of wahoos up in the neighborhood from said lands, children trafficking is at its highest. Now, you could point the finger to the left or to the right. I happen to think they all in bed together, but nor here nor there.
Nor there nor here.
But either party gets out of control and then they open the doors to certain things and it changes the entire life of the American dream, where your kids can't even go out by themselves and have fun till the street lights came on. Now, post-COVID, name me one kid who can't detach themselves from their phone.
Damn. There's some outliers out there, my brother.
And just for him to say that there's some outliers, that's a dangerous thing. They're outliers. You know what outliers mean? It's not too many. Name one kid right now who want to go out and play and put a damn broomstick between their legs
and pretend like they goddamn riding a goddamn horsey horse.
Name one kid out there who want to go outside, play in their old man's shed and build themselves a go-kart.
Name one kid who want to go out there and bag on his other friend, talk shit like, your mama's so fat, that bitch sit around the house and not have to worry about that kid coming back to school the next day and blowing his motherfucking brains out.
Name one kid who couldn't wait till you purchased a refrigerator and it came with a big ass cardboard box and the kid couldn't wait to take the cardboard box
and make a goddamn clubhouse out of that motherfucker.
Name one kid that want to go out into the trees and make a tree house.
Name one kid that want to go out with a water gun and play G.I. Joe Man.
Name one kid that's just tearing down the house because he want to get out and go camping with the old man.
Name one kid who just says, when I grow up, I want to be the best crackhead there is to be. There ain't no kid talking like that.
Name one kid that will look you in your eye and have a full-on conversation without getting his feelings or her feelings hurt.
And then shake your hand afterwards.
You dig? Name one kid who's staying physically fit and not eating a bunch of bullshit.
Name one kid, because they are old big ass kids in your Congress House of Congressions, that's willing to make a bipartisan deal and set their egos aside like big grown ass men. Name one kid doing that, my brothers and sisters. Name one kid that says, I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna be a multi-billion trillionaire so I can make sure every American can go to the grocery store and spend as less money as possible so they can feed their families. You name one kid that's old enough, young enough, that's dreaming about doing that, my brethren and my sisters.
Name one president that truly fixed the world and brought the people together.
Name one president that's truly fucked up the world and brought one or two couple of people together.
Name one politician or actor who wasn't on Jeffrey Epstein's list.
Name a motherfucker in your neighborhood who you think may be on Jeffrey Epstein's list.
It's crazy times out there, people. And we all fighting each other.
And while we busy over here fighting each other about hogwash, they are sitting back in their big leather ass chairs, counting their money, laughing at us, pointing at us saying, look at the natives get restless.
Good game.
Good game, sir.
Good game.
With that said, like I said, my brothers and sisters, I need to go and cook a fabulous dinner for my white constituents.
Look
my
here.
confidant.
Look here. Before we leave, I promised myself to ask this one question.
Okay, go ahead and ask it before I have to. I'm really set by these guidelines because.
And real quick, y'all, in the comments.
Go ahead, brother.
Name something that went absolutely well for you in 2025.
Name something that actually stood out to your mind to where you was like, everything's gonna be fine.
Give me one thing that went great for yourselves in 2025.
Just one thing.
Because 2026 is around the corner, and I hope we can all see 2026 roll on through.
Just a little bit more better. More better butter. Keep your butter more better.
But name one thing that went well for all of you good people out there on Monkey Island. What went great for you in 2025?
And what's going to continue to go great for you in 2026?
Trader says, my kids ride their bikes every day. God bless you,
God
Trader.
bless you, Trader.
One of the last of the American
You
heroes.
are a responsible parent, Trader to the living.
In 2025, I found some new friends via this weird-ass YouTube channel. Love y'all. Okay, goddamn, Tone Smith.
Bless your heart, sir. You are Italian stallion.
2025.
You meatball sausage-making motherfucker.
Work BS finally cleared up at the end of the year, so hopefully it will be a good 2026. That's TCO, baby.
TCO putting it out there, baby.
Jack signed a year-long contract with the music label in 2025. There you go,
There you go,
Jack.
Jack making big-ass moves.
Make the moves, Jack. And hook a brother up with a contract.
Shit.
Greedy motherfucker.
Share some of that shit with your brethren.
AKA Mixmaster. Hook me up with a gig, Mixmaster. I'll come out to Wisconsin. It better be a paying gig. If it's not, I can't afford that trip. Almost recovered from fucking knee replacements in 2024, he said. Second that one, Tone.
Second that one.
Nice one, Tone, Jack says. Come on, that can't be all of y'all now.
What's y'all plans? What's your dreams like for next year, goddammit?
What went well for you in 2025?
And what do you want in 2026? What do you want out of 2026?
I'll tell you what went well for us. Doing the 365 was an amazing fucking process.
Amen, brother.
Made a whole lot of family members, I tell you what.
And we lost a whole lot of family members, I tell you how.
And we lost some people.
But it was good while it lasted.
Chrome said, maybe jumping the gun here, but didn't die in 2025.
Hey!
And there you go.
And there you go, Chrome. Shit.
Space Castle said, made music in 2025, plan on making more in 2026.
That's what I'm talking about.
Keep it simple.
Keep it, just one step at a time. It's the small things that count.
The wife says, woke up every day in 2025. Some of us did not. Trader says 2025 mostly sucked, but I scored the best paying job of my life.
Near the end of it.
Near the end of.
Waking up is good is what Jack says. Uncle Chrome says hanging with Sora was great. Making a track with EMPS Jam Crew was great. Vagapoop says unloaded YouTube content in 2025 and hoping to play my first solo show in 2026.
That's gonna be wild.
This is what I'm saying, y'all. Monkey Islanders is out there doing it across the goddamn globe. We're doing it, baby.
Studio FX. They needed loss. The fuck you talking about, John?
Rectify yourself in your comment, baby. Rectify it.
I like to share the same dream as the Caribbean Queen. Wife may not approve,
but it's all right, baby.
TCO on one.
Shit. Vagapoo made your goats be achieved. Or your goals. I thought he was out there selling goats, baby.
I mean, well, you do got some goats.
I mean, I got a couple of them. They look at me sideways and they talk shit like, nah.
Nah, but on the real, thank y'all for being here for the entire 2025, 2024. It's been a blast.
My afro was itching my actual head,
My
bro.
shit been itching too. Shit.
I'm sweating underneath the sweat.
Shout out to the fake afros out there. I wish I could grow some hair like this. But maybe it's the reason I can't. Harmonic Sonics.
Harmonic Sonics, baby.
The Bob Ross
Thank
synthesizers.
And listen to me. All you racist niggas out there with your white wives. Have a Merry Christmas and a happy holidays to you. I hope you niggas get all the hummus and the eggnog your black ass heart desires.
Oh, shit.
But I really got to go, though. I mean, I really got to go.
Yeah, it's been good, y'all. And I think this is it for the year. We're going to sit back and, I don't know, figure out which direction this show is going to go. One thing you guys should know is we're not going to stop. We're definitely going to try to evolve this channel into something bigger and better. We're definitely going to get out and do a lot more outdoor activities as soon as the weather is permitting.
We're going to get them workouts going again.
Going to get those workouts going again.
Not to say that we stop, but if y'all stop,
That's
hey,
on
baby,
you.
that's on you, but we're going to bring you back into it, baby.
But on the channel, we're going to have some bona fide workout videos, so you can go at your own pace, pre-recorded videos.
We're going to play outside live in the gazebo next to a big-ass pond.
We're going to get out there and play live outdoors, probably get a drone up in the air. And,
Bro, I got the perfect setting
and
for it. Got a generator.
Do a good show.
Got a fat-ass generator.
Okay, so we're gonna do a good show
We're going to
outdoors.
do a good show live for you outdoors.
It is our goal also to play some live gigs in 2026. Hopefully the Machines ones can gather up the crew and they can make a trip out here to go see Sweetwater, come see their boys. Still got to work on Hans Vogt. He don't fly no plane, so we might have to get him like a Uber or something.
The extra long distance Uber.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, we might even have to send a horse and carriage to get that motherfucker.
Shout out to Kent Spong and that company over there at the Pubness.
Go check out the Pubness.
Kent still going strong. Everybody who's over there supporting the Pubness, shout out to all of y'all. That's always a good show over there.
Shout out to our UK brethren and sisters.
Shout out to the Synth Samurai and the merry band of renegades. Shout out to Harmonic Sonics and Tactical MIDI.
And the Crazy Rabbits. The Studio 8 effects is...
Shout out to Jack. Jack, am I missing the album? Like, you was signed to do something.
Shit.
Bro, hook us up with a contract.
Or come on this goddamn third ear and let's talk about it. Send 3 tracks our way and discuss your fine arts here on this lovely channel to promote yourself within a small community of shared loved ones and lovers and people that love to love the lovers.
And discuss how you're going to get us a contract.
And also we could discuss on how you two can, yes, what my brother said, get us a contract.
Shout out to Uncle Chrome, Trader to the Living, who just keeps accumulating synthesizers. Shout out to the Mix Master who said he gonna get us a gig in Wisconsin, fully paid.
He said it's a year out though, so that may be 2027 for all we know.
So who knows? Shout out to if you guys can go over to the Electronic Composer and
good old Michael.
Subscribe. He needs some eyeballs on his channel. Shout out to VP, the vagabond, the vagapoop.
Whose house looks like a goddamn storage container because he ain't got no furniture in there.
I mean, I'm in love with how he got it
worked
set
like a
up.
mad scientist.
But y'all go out there and view his content. He's doing some good shit. Shout out to Dallas, who George G's knows as well as Church on Sundays. That hasn't been a thing. I don't know why that hasn't been a thing,
but it needs to be.
I miss Dallas.
Shout out to the always faithful Tone Smith, the upstate and downstate, in all the states in between.
Shout out to Reconsiderate Sketchpad, who has been going live, I think, almost every day.
And, wait, hold on. And shout out to TCO for making them goddamn animals
and the
safe.
shrimps. And the shrimps.
And them shrimps.
I want to get on the Shrimp Vision TCO. We both want to do a jam for the Shrimp Vision.
We ain't forgot. We just been busy doing shit, man.
We definitely want to do a Kumite 2026. So we just need to get ourselves situated. And, you know, yeah. I mean, we got some plans. We want to do some shit. Who else? Shit.
Fat Daddy.
Simon Graybatch and
Andy Fireblades music.
Andy Fireblades music. Probes. Where Probes at? How come we ain't seen
He was
Probes?
here earlier today.
Shout out to
Heavy Cap, the president. That motherfucker be lining the cut. You never know when he's watching.
Right? Shout out to Hans Vogt. Now I don't know why he go on so damn late. I think it's Hans Vogt hour.
Yeah.
But it's always a good show. He knows I like to work out to anything he does with that GR Mega. He got me halfway convinced I should get one. But shout out to Hans Vogt and the GR Mega. I mean, he is really spanking that damn synthesizer.
Now check this out though. Shout out to all y'all, but this black dude is about to leave in about 12 seconds. So peace out. More hair grease, more afros for you and your niece.
We may go on one more time before the new year is over. We may not. If we do, just keep your eyeballs glued. If we missed you on a shout out, Probes is still here.
Yeah.
If we missed you on the shout out, our bad. Eternian, God damn it. Eternian.
The Aussie and the Aussie lover.
And Ayer and Daza were intergalactic.
Peace, brothers.
Peace, my brothers. The Machines One was still here.
Brap.
Up here lurking. Hey, Machines, you better get everybody out here, bruh. Come to Indiana so we can show y'all a good time. You know what I'm saying? I'll give y'all a belly dance and a lap dance. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Hummus and Hot Chocolate. That's right, baby.
George G.
We're
still waiting on you to come out here and fix our electricity. You and Trader to the Living both got jobs out here.
Space Capsule Latte. That's right, baby. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
We go.
Y'all be good. Peace.
My afro burning, baby.
Shit itch like a motherfucker.
I'm sure I got a rash. I'm sure of it, goddammit.
Viral Beats was creeping. Shout out to Viral Beats. Viral Beats is coming to do a third ear. This World Needs a Hero coming to do a third ear. Shout out to This World Needs a Hero and a Negro. We love you.